Hi, I'm going to show you how to use some print options called document scaling. We're going to look at margins and also orientation as well within print and preview. Now before I do this, if I just zoom out ever so slightly, you'll notice this is a really big spreadsheet. So it does span multiple pages. You'd probably find this would span at least 5 pages really if you were printing in A4 and you wanted to make it readable. So if we go ahead and have a little bit of a look at how this looks when we print. So I'm going to click onto File at the top, click onto Print just on the left hand side. Now what we've ended up with, can you see we've got, and if I just zoom in ever so slightly, can you see we've got products Q1, 2, 3 there, and it's sort of got a gap, it's chopping it off. If I click Next, Next and Next, can you see it's sort of chopping this document up a little bit. So you can use page breaks to sort this. You've also, which are reasonably complicated, but you've also got in this print screen here a few things we can do. So if we go down to, first of all, this box here, can you see no scaling? So at the moment, we're not playing around with anything to do with the sizing. But if I pop that arrow down, we've got some options. Fit sheet on one page, fit all columns on one page, fit all rows on one page. So can you see, as it would suggest, it's kind of suggesting it's going to either squeeze both the column and the row, or just the column or just the row onto one page, or no scaling means it will leave it as is. So I'm going to go for fit sheet on one page. Now because I'm trying to fit a lot of information in there, what you'll see is, can you see it's tiny? And a few things that affect this is the fact that I have left my paper being portrait. So obviously it's got far less space to actually fit it in. So things I can kind of do to make this a little bit better. If I drop down, first of all, let's go for margin. Let's go for this. Pop this one down. I'm currently on custom margin. If I make that margin narrow, can you see it gives it more space on the page? So I know we still can't read it, but can you see it's a little bit better, isn't it? And then I suppose the other thing we could do is orientation. So instead of portrait, I could perhaps go for landscape. Now again, you know, not perfect, but can you see if we zoom in, a little bit easier to read. Now beyond this, your other options are, if you just want to stick to this idea of scaling and you want to avoid using page break preview, is you could perhaps look at using a print area so that you're only going to print a couple of the years, or you could maybe even look at printing on, say, A3 paper, in which case, can you see it would fit a lot better. Now what I'm trying to get at here is we've done all of this from within print preview. So there's quite a few options, can you see in here, that allow you to manipulate how you're going to print stuff without you even having to do too much to your document, and you can do it whilst you're just about to print. So look, that's a little bit about how to use document scaling and a few other options in print and preview to help better get your document printed how you want it to be printed.